Hello, I'm your Kingdom Spiritual Transformational and Spiritual Warfare Life Coach and Mentor, Latricia Booker. And I'm stopping by to tell you that they are reaping what they sowed. They are reaping what they sowed. And I'm going to lead this message with Esther 7, 9 through 10. And it says, Then Harbonah, one of the king's eunuchs, said, Haman has set up a sharpened pole that stands 75 feet tall in his own courtyard. He intended to use it to impale Mordecai, the man who saved the king from assassination. Then impale Haman on it, the king ordered. So they impaled Haman on the pole he had set up for Mordecai. And the king's anger was subsided. And that is the word of the Lord. And so, kingdom people, these people were trying to set you up. And the very thing that they were trying to do to you has happened to them. And here's the issue. They were trying to set up God's anointed. They were trying to set up God's elect, even God's chosen one. Kingdom people, they are trying to set up someone that God's favored. Someone that God favors. Someone that God favored and favors. And that's where they went wrong. They shouldn't be trying to set people up anyway, but that's what they do. And here's the thing, what's very interesting. If you know the story about Haman, Mordecai would not bow down to Haman. If you know the story of Mordecai and Haman, Mordecai wouldn't bow down to Haman. And that's what really upset him. And here's the other part. Haman wasn't even paying attention to it until his people, his friends and his boys and them started pointing it out, like instigating it. You know, like he don't bow down to you. You know, he just treats you like you nothing. Like you don't even matter to him. He treats you like you not even who you are. That kind of a thing. And so that stirred Haman up. And listen, some of these people that tried to set you up, let me tell you something, kingdom people. There were people in their ear stirring them up, telling them all kind of stuff, but mainly to get them stirred up, even to, to induce jealousy in them, envy in them. Have you ever been in a situation or been aware of a situation around it, watching it play out, or as I said, in it yourself, where someone is talking to you and what they're saying to you about another person is to trigger jealousy in you? They may be pointing out something in them that's, that's good, that's pleasant, that's successful. And while there's nothing overall wrong with that, you are very aware that they're doing it to incite jealousy, either within yourself or within whoever you're, witnessing, whatever you're witnessing. And that's very common. And what happens, kingdom people, is when people do things to stir up that jealousy, obviously it produces anger. And that anger makes people act out on it to do some things to try to cause harm and trouble to the person that their anger is towards. And, that's kind of what happened, in this situation. Now, while I wouldn't go so far as say Haman was jealous of Mordecai, however, I at the same time would go so far and say Haman was jealous of Mordecai. And the reason why I say that is because Haman very well could have been jealous that Mordecai wasn't checking for him. In other words, he ain't care. He wasn't trying to bow down to him. He wasn't trying to kiss up his butt like many people do. Why would he be jealous of that? Well, people be jealous of people like that. In other words, people who are kiss ups, Even though Haman was in a position where people were doing that towards him, I'm sure he was doing the same thing. In fact, the story said so, where he was trying to kiss up to the king. Not that you shouldn't honor the king, but he was a kiss up. And so when he seen Mordecai not being a kiss up towards him like everybody else was, I'm sure that incited jealousy in him. That's the fact that he had the, do I want to say the balls? The courage to be like, psh, whatever. In other words, kiss ups tend to think that they have to kiss up to be validated, so to speak, accepted, affirmed. And Mordecai didn't care nothing about that. Mordecai knew Haman was a clown. Okay, I said it. Haman knew that. Haman knew that Mordecai wasn't checking for him, because Haman knew, Mordecai knew he was a clown. And it made Haman realize the clown that he was. Okay, enough of that. But for real though, now, Haman tried to set up Mordecai. Thought he was going to have him impaled on the pole. Have him hanged. Just because he was hateful. Just because he was mad. Just because Mordecai didn't bow down to him. Now, of course, he was trying to go after all his people and, you know, the Jews. But he was specifically coming for Mordecai for that reason. For the reason that he didn't bow down. Now, these people who was trying to set you up, these people who were trying to block you, stop you, witchcraft you, trying to take you down, and I'm hearing they dug a ditch for you, well, they in that ditch. They're reaping what they sowed. The very thing that they were trying to do to you, that's what's happening to them right now, kingdom people. Like, quite literally. And a lot of it has to do with the fact that you wouldn't bow down to them. You wasn't checking for them. You don't want to have nothing to do with them. You know they're a clown. They know you know they're a clown. And you knowing that they're a clown and not want to have nothing to do with them because of their clownery makes them see how much of a clown that they are. And that absolutely upsets them. And it incites jealousy. It incites rage. Again, the jealousy is because you have the nerve to not be checking for them. They don't know how to do that, kingdom people. They be checking for people way too more than they need to. And what I mean by that, they be all up in people's business where they should actually mind their business. They are troublemakers is what they are. And you know, troublemakers got to be up in people's business to make trouble. And so, listen. They realize too that God favors you. What happens is, because they came for you, that angered God. This scripture say, he intended to use it to impale Mordecai, the man who saved the king from assassination. While you didn't necessarily save anyone from assassination, you are living upright before God. You are walking in your calling. You're walking in your purpose. And even if you feel like you're still on your way to it, you're walking in it. On your way is walking in it, because you're doing what you need to be doing what you need to be doing. You're doing what God's telling you to do. Anytime you're doing what God is telling you to do, you're in purpose. So, God favors you. He honors that. He honors you. And they were coming for you, trying to set you up, trying to have you impaled on a pole that they set up for you. They were trying to take you out. And all along, God favors you. All along, you living right for God. All along, God is using you. Again, you in purpose. You doing what he's telling you to do. There's no way God is getting ready to allow these people to have their way with you. Instead, God is going to have his way with them, and not in a good way. And so it says, the king said, it says, then impale Haman, I almost say Harmon, then impale Haman on it, the king ordered. So what that mean? What they were trying to do to you, God said, be it done unto them. So they're going through what they were trying to put you through. What's happening to them is what they were trying to make happen in your life. They're literally going through that right now. Kingdom people. Well, let me say this first. Going on, it says, so they impaled Haman on the pole he had set up for Mordecai, and the king's anger subsided. Let me tell you something, kingdom people. It says the king's anger subsided. When God caused these people to reap what they sowed, when he comforted them like they came for you, when he finally get them, his anger subsides, because God was angry while they were coming for you. In fact, God was warning these people to leave you alone, and they didn't, and they wouldn't, and they kept going, and that angered God so much so he had to let them have it. He had to say, okay, he gave them grace, he had mercy on them, but I mean, come on. And so he said, be it done unto them. What they're trying to do unto my child, be it done unto them. Hang them on that pole. Put them on that pole. The pole they're trying to put my child on. That's what God had to do. And when that happened, God's anger subsided, because now they have been dealt with for the harm that they were trying to cause you. God don't like when people trying to cause you harm. Yes, he use it. Yes, he strengthens you through it. Yes, he teaches you and trains you while you're going through those things. He makes you aware. You know, he use it for your good. But he don't like it when people coming for you, his child. He don't like it. And because of that, kingdom people, they are reaping what they sowed. And they're not liking it. Kingdom people, listen. They should have left you alone when they had the chance. Now they don't have no chance. They lost the chance. And now, kingdom people, they are reaping what they sowed. And that is all I have to say about that. So if you like this video and or if it resonates with you, please just go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Then click on that subscribe button and subscribe to my channel if you have not already done so. Thank you. Make sure you go ahead and ring my bell. Ring my bell. Ring my bell so that you can receive a notification every time I upload a new video. If there's any information you need to know about me, you can find all that right down below in the description box, along with other helpful resources. Kingdom people, thank you all so very much for being here. Thank you for all your likes, subscribes, and shares, for all your comments and feedback, for all your financial contributions to my channel, and for all the seeds that you sow into me and my ministry. And a special thank you to those of you who do sow into me and my ministry. I pray that your seed be turned to you 1,000,000-fold. Thank you, kingdom people. Thank you. Now, kingdom people, I love you all so very much. I really don't want to leave you, but I do have to go right now. Yet I will be back to hold my kingdom people down. Now, kingdom people, above all else, let the Holy Spirit lead you in all things at all times. Kingdom people, we are untouchable, we are unmovable, we are unbreakable, and we are unstoppable. Kingdom people, keep growing, keep going, and go and be great. Now, kingdom people, stay in your kingdom bag, doing kingdom things, making kingdom moves, because we are kingdom, period. Now, that is our time. This Jesus girl is out. Shalom and peace.